Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Here's What They See, back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on welcome. I try to put out 1 to 2 videos a week. I do sit downs, reviews, reactions, vlogs. So if any of that interests you, make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel. And if you see anything you like before you leave, make sure you subscribe. See, I'm talking too fast. So yeah, guys, this is like the 3rd video I'm filming today. My last video. Actually, I wasn't actually planning on filming this one, but I just thought we would just go ahead and put it on in there. So by the time that this one is probably uploaded, I don't know what order I'm gonna do yet. We'll just have to see. But either way, I wanted to do another review. The last 2 videos have been reviews. So we're keeping in that same theme. I wanted to do a review on another luxury item / bag that I've had in my collection for a while, just to show you guys how it looks, how it's worn, how I feel about it now, pros, cons. Which probably pros and cons don't really vary for me with this particular item. I doubt that they do anyway. I'd have to look at my prior videos that I've done about this bag, but I don't think that the pros and cons really have varied much for me as far as my use of this bag, how I feel about it now, what I like and what I don't like about it. So we'll go ahead and get started. I did change my hair up a little bit for this video. It was feeling a little dry, so I put some conditioner in there and then I just kind of put it up a little bit. I need to wash it tomorrow. So in case you guys were wondering, yes, I'm still wearing the same outfit. I'm actually still wearing the same lip, which is this Dior Stellar Gloss in the color Shiny D. So I'm still wearing, you know, all the same things. I didn't actually change up my lip product from any of the videos, but I did decide this last video to change up my hair a little bit. So hopefully you guys enjoy. And so the bag that we're talking about again is my Chanel Paris Salzburg mountain backpack. It is in the size large and color is burgundy. It is in the calfskin leather and it has the ruthenium hardware, which is the like gunmetal silver hardware. So I want to show the bag to you guys. I didn't take really any pictures. So I did do mod shots, but I didn't really take any pictures. But you guys, pretty much I can just tell you that there's not really any wear on this bag. In my opinion, from the time that I purchased this. Now this bag was purchased from Fashionphile back in August of 2019. I purchased this bag, just giving you a little bit of backdrop, right before I went to Italy with my best friends. So we all had planned a trip. We used like a Groupon and we went to Italy. We went to Positano. We went to the Amalfi Coast. We went to Naples. We went to a lot of different places in Italy. So it was like over like a 5-day period of time. And so, I was really wanting a backpack to take on that particular trip. And I had my Louis Vuitton Palm Springs Mini, and that was the bag I was planning on bringing. However, like, you know, I've used that bag for different, you know, trips before. Like I took that bag back in 2018 when we went to Dallas, Texas that year. And so, and you know, the bag worked out just fine. But for an international trip, for me, there are just maybe a few more items I might want to carry with me, such as like an umbrella or a bottle of water. So things like that, that I felt like my Palm Springs Mini was not gonna be able to fit all the items that I wanted to keep in there. So I did want a bigger backpack, and I was looking at a Chanel backpack at the time. Now at the time that I, you know, was looking at this bag or looking at Chanel backpacks in general, I did decide to go ahead and sell another backpack that I had. If you guys will remember from my older videos, I had the Louis Vuitton Clapton backpack. It was had the color cream and it was, you know, Damier Bean. Very beautiful bag, but I did decide to sell that bag to Fashionphile. So I used those funds to contribute toward this bag. You know, when I was looking at Chanel backpacks at the time, I was on Fashionphile, I was on eBay, maybe I was on another few sites, but they were all very expensive and outside of my price point of what I was comfortable with paying at the time. So I remember back, you know, at that time, Shay Whitney, who's a very popular YouTuber here, she actually purchased this backpack, but she got it in the smaller size. I think she's recently sold it because she, you know, mentioned she's not really a backpack person, but she got that backpack in the smaller size from Fashionphile. And, you know, I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, that's a really nice bag. And I think shortly after this one became available in the larger size. And I got an email from Fashionphile, you know, as far as something you might be interested in. And they sent me a picture of this particular backpack. And I showed it to my best friend. She she was just like, oh man, that bag looks really good, you need to buy that. It was at a really good price point. The condition at the time they mentioned was very good. It had like a stain on the interior, and I think that was why, and it did not come with the authenticity card. So those were the reasons why it was like kind of well priced in my opinion. And so I went ahead and put it on Fashion File Reserve, which, you know, pretty much is layaway. If you're, you know, not familiar with the reserve process through Fashion File, pretty much is layaway. And what that means is that you essentially put like, you know, money down on the bag and reserve the bag, and then you have like up to 2 months or 60 days to pay off the balance of the bag, and then at that point they will go ahead and ship you the item. So I went ahead and put it on reserve, I think back in July of 2019, put it on reserve, and then I went ahead and sold my Clapton backpack, put those funds toward this bag, and then, you know, paid the additional balance and so of what was left. And so I got this bag right before September of 2019. And so I think I got this the end of August of 2019. And then, yeah, I took this bag with me when we went the end of September of 2019 to Italy. This bag worked perfectly. I was wanting, you know, again, a bigger backpack, something that was a little bit more understated from my, you know, monogram Louis Vuitton bag. This is, you know, again, a Chanel bag, but it's not a bag that I've seen a lot of reviews on, that you see a lot of people talk about as far as Chanel backpacks are concerned. The popular ones that I've seen are like the Urban Spirit backpack, as well as the Business Affinity. Those are really popular ones, as well as some other vintage designs are very popular from Chanel. But this one, I did not see really any reviews on, or anyone really talk about this. I saw, you know, again, Shea Whitney had purchased this same color bag in the smaller size. And she talked about it, but I didn't see any really other reviews regarding this particular backpack. I think if you look on YouTube, you probably still won't see a lot of reviews about this particular bag. And it's not vintage at all. This one came out in 2015. Again, it's called the I was gonna say Business Affinity. It's called the Paris Mountain Salzburg backpack. And they had like a whole collection, I believe, back in 2015. This bag comes in a lot of different colors, and it also has some variations in like shearling. And actually there are a few there are a few available on Fashion File at this time, and they are priced higher, you know, now than what I paid for mine. And I think they're the smaller size one. So, yeah, so this is not vintage at all. Again, this bag is only 6 years old. When I got it, it came with the box. Again, it did not come with the authenticity card, and it did have a stain on the interior. Y'all, I got a disinfectant wipe. I wiped the interior down, and you can't even see that stain. And, you know, it does have some areas of wear as far as the color is concerned, but it's a backpack, y'all, so that really didn't bother me. So essentially the wear on this bag is the same wear that it, to me, has when I purchased it. It doesn't really have anything new or additional. I just have this, you know, bag charm here from Lindy's bag charms, or Lindy's, you know, that I've talked about multiple times. So yeah, so it just, again, the same wear that it had as far as some of the discoloration, you know, with the leather here. That's the same wear it had when I purchased it. It's a very soft, plushy, pliable bag. It's got this nice little detailing right here as far as the CC. You know, another thing, you know, this particular pocket right here, I could fit my iPhone 12 Pro Max in this, you know, pocket. At the time I didn't have that phone, but my phone did fit in here, and it's, you know, a nice usable pocket here in the front with this, you know, nice little charm here as far as the hardware is concerned. It's got leather straps here, which was, you know, something very nice, as opposed to like, you know, this chain running all the way through. This definitely is very comfortable. It's got these thinner straps here. And then it does have like this silver, you know, at the bottom. So this does kind of serve almost as feet for the bottom of the bag. So let me go ahead and show you. It does have that turn lock closure. You know, just in the interior here, you can see that it does have like, again, some little discoloration spots, but again, it's not really that bad to me. It just, you know, has more of a vintage type of look to it. I do have this bag stuffed with some air paper, but and it does have like this drawstring closure, but it also has the turn lock closure here as well. So yeah, this is the interior. and you can kind of, what's going on? Oh, it's just like little paper. I was like, what is in here? I haven't even looked in the bag. It's just got like little paper particles at the bottom. So that's what you see there. And then it's got the Chanel made in Italy. So it went back to Italy. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. Again, this bag was made in Italy, and then it went to Italy, you know, back to Italy in 2019. So it has a slip pocket here, which I've, you know, used that for, you know, my keys or wallet, different items that I want quick access to, like that. So for me, the really awesome features of this bag, I'm gonna put the stuffing back in because we don't need that anymore. So we're just gonna close it here. So for me, the really awesome features about this bag, number one, again, is the front pocket where you can fit items in, but also it's got like a hidden back pocket here, which my phone would fit back here. I would put my iPod Touch back here. So that was really cool as well. I love exterior pockets on bags. So this one I use quite a bit, you know, the front pocket as well as the back pocket. So this one has elements of the business affinity, but also, you know, the urban spirit as well. So it's kind of a mixture to me of both bags, you know, with the quilting as far as the urban spirit, but also the functionality of the business affinity. Plus, it's got this sweet back pocket here that to me is better than any back pocket on the other bags that I was looking at. The Urban Spirit doesn't have a back pocket, but the Business Affinity does have like a Mona Lisa back pocket, but I feel like that pocket wouldn't be usable for like a phone, maybe some receipts or some smaller items. But this one definitely fits, you know, my phone, my iPod. You know, when we were traveling, I think I put like, you know, my tickets, you know, in there. So, and as well as like our itinerary for the trip. So all of that, you know, fit in the back pocket. I'm sorry if you hear that, somebody's honking. But yeah, so I really, really love this bag. Again, I've had it for 2 years now. The wear on it, you know, again, it has a vintage look to it. It is very soft, it's pliable, but overall, I don't feel like it has much wear for 2 years. I don't use it all the time. I think when I first got here to Houston, I did use it quite a bit. Then, you know, I got into my other bags. Of course, I bought other items. And so, you know, pretty much the items that I've bought, I use those very frequently, very often. I did use this recently to go out for like an event with some, you know, ladies in the community. We were having like a Bible study. So I did put like my Bible, my journal in here, as well as some other items that I took with me. And so, you know, it works for things like that. I think I took it last year when I went to, did I take it last year? No, I don't think I did. But I used it quite a bit last year just to do different things. And then when I would be out for certain periods of time, I took this bag out a lot. Yeah, when I'm going to new places and when I'm going to be out for pretty much the entirety of the day, I will take this particular bag just because it will fit a lot of items. And it worked really well in Italy, even during rain. I know that, you know, pretty much Caviar is the most durable as far as the Chanel leathers, but you know, this is calfskin and it held up pretty well. It didn't have any marks or anything from the rain. It did rain while we were in Italy. So no issues there. You know, it looks a little, you know, crazy. But being that it is a bigger bag, it does slouch in certain areas, especially when you don't have it full. So, but it, you know, definitely looks good when it's full. I don't really have any cons pertaining to this bag, to be honest. I know one of the things that people talk about with these particular style bags that has like the chain here where you can hold a top handle is that you have to pretty much put it on your back a certain way if you're gonna wear it as a backpack. Otherwise, the chain is gonna be uneven. So that's, you know, one of the things. I do see this little piece of leather is kind of sticking out here, but you know, whatever. So, yeah, like, I feel like this for me is like a day-to-day backpack. It's like, you know, again, a backpack if I'm going out, I'm gonna be out for the majority of the day. It is a sturdy backpack in my opinion. So not really dressy so much to me, but I mean, you can wear it out if you want to. But, you know, I have other bags, so this wouldn't necessarily be something I would wear out for a dressier occasion. but it's a very beautiful color to me. I probably will be using this bag a lot more, being that we're going into fall. Very beautiful fall-esque color, and I have been going out a lot more with people, so probably will be using this bag quite a bit for maybe church events, you know, going out and doing different things in the community. So yeah, probably will be getting more use out of this bag in the upcoming months. That's pretty much all I have to say as far as this bag is concerned. Again, not many cons. It's just, again, when you put it on your back, if you just kind of put it on there, like it can get kind of like this where it's uneven. But with, you know, when it's on your back, you may be like adjusting anyway. So it's probably likely to end up that way anyway, where it's going to be uneven, where you're going to have more chain showing here than here. But when it's on my back, I just want it to be comfortable. So I'm not necessarily concerned, you know, if the chain is perfect on either side. So, you know, that might be a con for some people, but to me, it's not really a con. You know, if you do have a lot of items in here and you wear it in the crook of your arm, it is going to give you like, you know, an indentation. So that's one thing. But, you know, again, that's just a matter of how you want to carry it. If you want to use it as a backpack, you're not going to have that because of the leather straps. But if you do want to use it any other way, you know, such as top handle, and, you know, well, if you want to use it in the crook of your arm, then, yeah, you might, you know, run into some issues with, you know, the indentation in your arm. But other than that, that's pretty much it, you guys, that I wanted to say about this bag. If you have any questions, definitely let me know, comment below. I love this backpack. I have no plans of selling it in the near future. So, of course, that's always subject to change. But if, you know, the majority, I would say that the reason why, too, one of the reasons why I, you know, say, you know, I have no plans of selling it now, but that's subject to change. You know, just because, guys, you know, luxury is supposed to be fun. I feel like, you know, we grow, we change our minds about certain things. So sometimes things fit us in one season and other times it doesn't. So I always like to be very flexible as it relates to luxury and be willing to let things go. And introduce new things into my collection. And that's why I say that, you know, right now I don't have any plans of selling it, but that might be subject to change. I don't really have sentimentality toward handbags. And I say that because all of the bags that I have, I bought them for myself. So none of them were gifts. If they were gifts, that might be a different thing. I would probably feel a lot more sentimental toward them. But because they're not gifts and I purchased all of them with my own funds, you know, I could sell them too and get my funds back. So that's kind of how I feel about it. So that's my relationship right now with luxury. You know, again, there are only a few bags I have sentimental memories toward, which would be like my wallet on chain, because that was purchased in London. That was my first Chanel item, but I was about to sell that earlier this year. So, so still, even with that, also my Chanel Jumbo, I remember going on date nights with that particular bag. So that's kind of a memory attached to that one. And with this one was purchased for Italy. And then I took it to Italy in 2019, which was an awesome trip. And it kind of led up to me being, you know, here in Houston today, everything that kind of transpired before that trip, during the trip, and even after the trip. So, that's kind of my sentimental feelings toward this bag. It does have really great memories attached to it, but still I would be willing to sell it if there was something I liked or wanted more, because at the end of the day, I still use my own funds to purchase this bag. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, like I said, make sure you comment below. If you have this bag, or you know anyone who has it, comment below as well, because I never see anyone talk about this bag. Also, make sure you do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That really helps out the channel, as well as subscribing, guys. That really helps out my channel a lot. Again, we're on that journey for 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you do hit that red button below to subscribe, and hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified when I do upload future videos. Again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of my video filming saga. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys hanging with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.